Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're reviewing a new fragrance by the house of Chloé. Chloé Fleur De Parfum. It's a very pretty pink, somewhat Japanese inspired kind of a scent. And we're getting into it, okay guys? Mwah. So to start off, this box comes with this very pretty sleeve right here. Just kind of has like the Model G Hemingway right there. Chloé Fleur De Parfum. And it just comes off very much like that. And yeah, and you guys are kind of left with like this box. And I think it's really cute because if you guys open it up, it just comes out like that. More details onto it is just kind of like in this very white trimming around it. Kind of has like this very light mauve-ish kind of a pink coloring going through it and whatnot. But yeah, and then once you guys open it up, it has a perfume, but it has like this very little slip inside of it that's very, very cute. And it just kind of instructs you and reads of like what happens to the bottle within the metal. It'll change color, it'll become more vintage or throughout time and whatnot. So yeah, I thought that was like a very, very little cute, unique thing they put in there. Very cute. Alright guys, as you can see the bottle is in this very pretty light kind of mauve pink. Very similar to the background, as you guys can notice. It's very like champagne, not champagne, but it's just like this very milky, light beige-ish kind of a pink, same color as the bow. And yeah, and it just kind of has like this very silver kind of topping on it. The cap is as before as the regular Chloe. If you guys take it off, it kind of has like that silver around it. And it's instructed within that little pamphlet that I showed you guys earlier. This will change color is to give it this more vintage kind of a feel. But yeah, I really like the designs of the Chloe bottles. It just kind of has like this very vintage, very pretty kind of a feel to it. And I really like this little cute bow. Yeah, it's a very, very pretty, cute perfume. Fleur de... Whoa, the background changes color as soon as I focus this in. But yeah, very, very pretty. We're getting into the scent next, okay guys? So this perfume contains notes of lemon, verbena, rose pistil, cherry blossom, bitter almond, white cedarwood, amber, and powdery rice. Alright guys, and this may come as a surprise, but I actually have all the notes right here. So we're going to get into from the top note, the heart note, into the base note, okay guys? And there's also a rice note, but I don't want to pour it over there because it's very hard to pick up, and as you guys can hear, it's falling all over my floor. But yeah, there's a rice note in there as well. Alright guys, so the top note starts off with this very lemon verbena kind of a smell. And yeah, it's very pretty. It just has like this very fresh, juicy, citrusy burst kind of an opening. And today, it was just like super hot in Los Angeles. I kind of almost had like a heat stroke just walking around. And I kind of wanted to wear like a fragrance that was just very light, but very somewhat feminine, but very pretty at the same time. So when I got to spray this perfume, I was just kind of like, oh my god, like, it's so like, it just has like this very fresh citrus green kind of an opening to it that it's just like, it differentiates it from the other Chloes, like Roses de Chloe, or Chloé Fraîche, or Chloé Low, I'm sorry, or Chloé Intense. This one, because of this very opening right here, it just gives it like a fresh, lemony, zesty, very clean kind of an opening. But don't think of it like soap bar clean, think of like France, Provence, very like, oh, it's just very just like fresh, kind of juicy in a way, but ultimately very citrusy. And I just think it being very hot right now and I was going through a heat wave, this is very much needed. And I really do like this note. Alright guys, and the heart note, we have like this very sakura cherry blossom and the very signature Chloe rose smell. But this time around, they kind of use like the rose pistils, and I'll show you guys what those are. Let me open this rose. Alright guys, if you guys open up a rose, you can kind of see like the little pistils inside of there, and those are rose pistils right there. And that just kind of gives it a very like green kind of an open, like not green kind of an opening, but a very green kind of a heart. But it does lend that very signature Chloe kind of a smell to it. Somewhat musky, to me somewhat cheesy, because I have a very good memory of it, eating pizza with friends when I was like, it was around the time where I was like graduating high school, and me and my friends were really hungry, so we went out to go get pizza, and it just kind of has like that very cheesy kind of a smell, very somewhat a little bit musty, but don't be turned off by that. It just kind of has like a very hot, warm, cottony kind of a smell to it, and that's very signature Chloe. And then it's blended by this very note of cherry blossom, and sakura is just kind of like this little Japanese blossom that's kind of like their symbol within Japan. And yeah, it just very lends like a very Japanese kind of Eastern kind of a feel to it. Very pretty, very pink, very just lovable, and very plush at the same time, but again with that very Chloe signature to it. So at the base we have like this amber, this bitter almond, this white cedarwood, and we have this rice note, which I kept in a container now, thank God, because it would have just been all over the floor. But yeah, this base is just a very clean, light, slightly woody, like very vague, pale woody kind of a base, but it's added like this very steamy, powdery kind of a rice note at the bottom. And again, like this kind of has like a very big Asian Eastern influence within the perfume. It's pinkified. When I say it's pinkified, it's normally marketed towards the Asian market. And yeah, with the added notes of sakura, with the fresh notes of the citrus at the very top, and the base notes of the rice powder, it just kind of gives it like this very Eastern kind of a feel. And the base is very clean. It's just very vague because the heart is very dominant and the top is the most dominant of the bunch. But yeah, it's just a very clean, light, powdery kind of a base. So if you guys are into that, then get into that. In terms of sillage, oh, I sprayed that everywhere. Yeah, it projects a little bit further than Auralite, but not too far, but not too close. It's just enough to form like a bubble around you that's very, very pretty and very pleasant to everyone. In terms of longevity, the most it'll probably last you is 5 to 7 hours. So it has a good heart of longevity throughout with it. So if you guys want to keep it around in your purse or in your car, then just do that. But yeah, it's a really good long lasting kind of a perfume with good sillage. Time of day I can see is being worn. This is a very day scent. Just kind of has like that very sunny kind of vibe to it. Very pretty out in the morning and stuff. Setting I could see it being worn in. It's just one of those very lazy Sunday kind of days. But when you really want to like kind of dress up on your lazy Sunday and be very pretty and hang out with friends and get brunch and just like walk around about the town. And yeah, just kind of have like a chill, very lazy bed day also. It's just kind of one of those very lazy daisy kind of scents. In terms of whether it's masculine or feminine, it's extremely feminine. Has very feminine powdery tones, very pink florals, very juicy citrusy tops. It's just a very pink feminine perfume. Okay guys, so the ad stars again Dree Hemingway, and yeah, it's just kind of like this very recycled commercial. They use the same commercial that they used for the original Chloe, which is just her kind of walking with her friends, hanging with her homegirls, and she's just kind of like at the very end, she's sitting on the couch, she's like, I'm Chloe. Yeah, it's just very like that. The pictorial is shot in the very classic Chloe way in the black and white photos that they do. I believe the used to be faces used to be Clemency Post, or I forget her name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. But she was in Harry Potter, and her name was Fleur De and she used to be the face of this. It also had Chloe Sevigny and other models throughout like the years. I'll list them all right here. And yeah, and now it's Dree Hemingway, and this girl's like the face of a lot of perfumes. She's always like the face of a lot, like Lady Million, Justin Bieber scent. She's always like the face of perfumes, but now she's the face of Chloé Fleur De Parfum. And yeah, it's very fitting. It's very fitting within their image is the black and white pictorial and the blonde hair. They always kind of have a thing for like very beige kind of blondes within their ads. I really like the ad. It's very fitting. This scent kind of just gives off like a very white t-shirt kind of a feel to it, blue jeans, and just like, yeah, just a very relaxed but yet pretty kind of a feel. And the ad fits it very well. I really enjoy the concept of all the Chloes. They just kind of have like this very girly kind of a feel to them, very standing with the brand itself, and it tends to be the staple within the brand, the Chloe perfume. And yeah, I just like this very like Asian marketed twist that they did on it. I think that's very pretty. It's very pink, I'll say, and that's not all that bad. So if you guys are very into pink, pretty florals, then get into this. All right, guys, I'm Andrew. Stay fresh, stay clean, smell good.